What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Dude, there's just so much to talk about. It's fucking ridiculous. First of all, what are all these big name players? Like, I just don't get it. Why are they getting traded for pretty much a box of crayons? Like, I mean, except maybe Jarvis Landry, who just got traded for 2 draft picks. But I can't even find out what draft picks those are. All I know, it's a 2018 draft pick. That could mean anything. That could be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round. And then a 2019 draft pick. I mean, he got traded for 2 draft picks, but they're not even the same year. So, again, you know, maybe it's not the standard 12, the 12 box of crayon. Maybe it's a 6, you know, it's the 64 box of crayon count with a sharpener, you know, basically is what he got traded for. Bennett, what the fuck? Like, Seattle, are y'all really trying to rebuild everything? Because you just traded Bennett, one of your better pass rushers, to the Eagles for a 7th round pick? No, a 5th round pick. And some wide, I don't even know who the fuck that wide receiver is. Who else got traded? What's his name? Aqib Talib. What was it, a 5th round pick? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with these 5th round picks? They're probably not even gonna make your squad, and you're trading for these picks, like, and you're trading veteran, good players for horrible, like, they're all steals, like. Going back to Ajayi last year with the 4th round pick for the Eagles, like, what the fuck? Like, that is ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand. And if they're getting traded for basically nothing, like, why aren't the Cowboys going after some of these players? Like, we could use a corner, like a better one, a veteran, even though he may be maybe on the backside of his career, but he will be able to hold his own in our division. You know, Sherman just got released. You know, we can sign him to a 1-year deal. And he can hold his own. He can help us tremendously against the Eagles in that wide receiving core. That's for damn sure. So I just don't understand. If you get Sherman, then you release fucking Scandrick and Brown, because that'll bring Byron Jones, back to a corner spot. You have Frazier, who I like, at the safety position, and then you got Woods, who's another safety, who has a nose for the ball, who's a good player. So, you know, you bring Sherman in, and you can release 2 of your one aging corner and one corner that's just a liability, in my opinion, and has been for a long time. And should not be playing, because he's always getting burned all the fucking time. It's fucking crazy how Brown gets burned all the fucking time. So yeah, like, it's just fucking crazy to me how these guys, these big name players, are getting traded for pretty much a box of crayons, and they're making the other team that the team that they're trading with better, like a lot better. Like, the Eagles, they had a pretty good pass rush. And then with Bennett, you know, hopefully, I'm hoping as a Cowboy fan, he fucks up that pass rush and just corrupts everybody, you know, with his, you know, because he's a radical, he's a rogue guy. He does what he fucking wants. So we'll see. Jarvis Landry and Josh Gordon, well, their fantasy stocks just went up, because those are 2 guys you basically have to double team, and you can't double team both of them. So all you basically need is a quarterback, and they got a pretty decent offensive line. If you draft this year a good quarterback, or if you keep your quarterback and you go after Barkley, they're winning at least 7 or 8 games this year, because they got to gel together the first year, and then I guarantee you they'll be a playoff team the following year. You know, with their decent defense, even though they went 0-16, the Browns are a team that's going to be watched out for with the addition of Jarvis Landry, in my opinion. But again, I'm not even sure what the fuck division they're in. The South? No, the North? AFC North? I forget. I don't know. So like I said, they might be an 8-win team this year. And in the AFC, it don't take much to get into the playoffs. You know, you can be 8-8, make the playoffs. You know, and like it's the NFC. But now with the Cowboys, you know, another player has come to mind that I would like to see drafted with our 19th pick. I've already expressed my feelings about Roquan Smith, who's the linebacker, inside linebacker out of Georgia. With Hitchens possibly leaving, I would love to see him because we need some depth, you know, with at the linebacker position. But we do got Sean Lee. The only thing is, if Sean Lee wasn't injury prone, I would say pass on Roquan because we can find another guy like him in a couple years. You know, just draft decent to good linebackers that know their system guys late in the later rounds. But with Sean Lee always getting hurt, Roquan would be a good addition. We have David Irving in the middle, and then Vita Vea. He's another guy out of Washington. He's like 6'6" or 6'7", some shit, like 367 power. He's a huge motherfucker. He's a nose tackle. He'd be good, he'd be good in stopping the run. That's for damn sure. But with this next guy I'm about to talk about, this could be a game changer for sure. Because we did let go of Mayowa, Vincent Mayowa, right? I think that's his last name. That's his name. Right end for the Cowboys. We did release him yesterday or the day before. But this guy out of Boston College, Harold Landry, he would be a game changer. I've watched his highlights. His pass rush is his first step is fucking fast. His dip underneath the blocker, it's just, I've never seen it before like that. It's fucking ridiculous. If we can get him at number 19, I know we got Taco last year, but Taco, to me, you can transform him into a defensive tackle and inside guy. He's tall and lanky like Irving is. If we got those two guys in the middle, and then, that's considering if, what's his name? Taco can get better, yeah, if we can get Taco to get better, they put him in the middle with Irving, then we have DeMarcus Lawrence up, and then Harold Landry on opposite of DeMarcus. That'd be fucking amazing. An amazing D-line, in my opinion. And then with our secondary, which I say we're going to be pretty good, our secondary this year. Awuzie, he looked pretty promising. He looked like he can be a shutdown corner in the next year or two. And then Xavier, not Xavier, what's his name? Jordan Lewis. He's another guy that could probably be a very, very, very good corner in the NFL. I'm excited. I'm excited about these up-and-comers. The only thing that I want is a new head coach. We all want a new head coach. We all want a fucking new head coach. I just think a new head coach would light a spark under these guys, and not a yes man, for Jerry Jones. We need a guy who, like a Jimmy Johnson or a Bill Parcells, a guy like Bill Belichick, where he's like, fuck you, like, it's my system or you're gone. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. You can't get attached to these guys. And it's right, you can't. As fans, you get attached to them because you like them, you see them, you love what they do for their team. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking business. It's a fucking business. And more often than not, we sign the wrong guys. We sign the wrong guys. We sign the guys, the lovable guys that have one good season. We give them fucking massive contracts, and we let go of the guys who are constantly putting in the work, constantly doing stuff for the little things for us that help the superstar get the giant, get the notoriety that he gets. We sign the wrong guys because then we let go of those guys that do the little things that make our superstars, and then our superstars fall off. But it's whatever. We need this. Jerry Jones needs to start thinking with his mind and stop thinking with his heart, because that's what he does with a lot of these players. And you know what? In the draft, in the second round, I would like to go after a wide receiver. I would, because I'm not done with Dez Bryant just yet. I am done with Terrence Williams, and I've been done with him for a long fucking time. There's a couple of guys that are 6'4" plus that I think we can go after. We did draft Noah Brown last year, which I like to see more of him. He's fucking tall and he's speedy. He's a speed guy. He can get behind the secondary a lot. That's what we lacked a lot of last year. So we'll see what happens. I do like this season coming up. If we can get one of those 3 guys, which I think we will be able to, I don't think all 3 of them will be gone by the 19th pick. I really don't. Especially with the Browns probably going after Barkley. The Giants, they need offensive line work, to be honest with you. But they might go quarterback. And then I don't even know who's 3rd, 4th, 5th. I don't know. But they're not. I don't think any one of those guys is going number 1. I don't even think any of those. I think maybe Roquan might go in the top 10. But Vita and Harold, they might be, in the later rounds for us to get. But we'll see. But again, like I said, I'm excited for this upcoming year. We're going to have Zeke for a full season. Hopefully, God willing, nothing happens to him, as far as health-wise. And let's hope he can keep his nose clean because, you know what? He's a fucking, 22-year-old kid? Like, come on. Like, I get it, his maturity level's not there, but when you're having that much money and you're like that, in the spotlight like that, you need to calm yourself. You know what I mean? So, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Free agency starts here in a couple days. The 14th, free agency actually starts. The 12th to the 14th, I think it's restricted free agents. Like, I think you can meet or some shit. Sign your guys if you need them. But we did put the franchise tag on DeMarcus Lawrence, $17 million this year. And which I'm happy about, because I know the life expectancy of an NFL player is like, 8 years? Maybe. But I know it's, you're one hit away from your career's done and you want to get paid. But he's already had 2 back surgery or a back surgery and he's been out injured for something else. This is his first full season. I wouldn't pay him for 1 season. Be like, look, I need consistency, And if he can do that again next year, put up 14.5 sacks again next year, and he is the way he played this past year, give him that big contract. Give him that big contract. That'll be enough for me, Because, again, life expectancy for an NFL player isn't that long. And if you can do, a 4 or 5 year deal worth, 80, 90 mil, do it. Fucking do it. But that is, like I said, if he does put up the numbers like he did this past year. But that's all I got to talk about now. Harold Landry is another guy that's on my radar that I would like to see the Cowboys draft. So it's Roquan, Vita Vea, or Harold Landry. One of those 3 guys. And you know what? I'm sure I'm going to talk about more guys coming on that the Cowboys could possibly draft because every day I'm seeing something different. A possible draft pick with the Cowboys with this guy or that guy. Ridley is another guy that they talk about replacing Dez Bryant or Williams or whoever. Just another, star quality receiver, but he did have a lot of drop passes in Alabama from what I read. I really don't watch college football. Let me look at the highlights and let me see his highlight for real and his film and whatnot. But he did have a lot of drop passes from what I've read for Ridley, so we'll see. A guy that I do like is out of my favorite college, Texas A&M, Christian Kirk, and I think we can get him in the 2nd round. I know he's not going to be a top priority, wide receiver to go after. He is a smaller size. He's like 6 foot, maybe some shit like that. But he is a punt returner, which we got Switzer. He's like a slot. He's more of a star quarterback, but wide receiver. My bad. But we could put him in the slot. Kind of get wing off Cole Beasley. Even though, I do like Beasley, but we need some taller guys. We got short guy. I get it. We got Noah Brown, but we have Switzer, who's just as tall as Beasley, and then we got Beasley, who's like my size, like 5'8", 5'9", and then like again Switzer, who's the same, 5'9", 5'10", and Christian Kirk, who's like 6 foot, some shit like that, I think. So we need some taller wide receivers. We're gonna got Noah Brown, who what was like 6'4" or some shit like 6'3", 6'4". So we'll see. I think we need to go defense first round, and second round we need to go offense, wide receiver, in my opinion. And then later on we need to draft O-linemen just for depth, because our O-line, you know, the O-line from starter to backup, that drop off is huge for a lot of our O-line guys. We can get some decent guys in the third and fourth round where the drop off isn't that bad, you know? So we don't have specific needs, but we do have places that we would like to see get in depth. Secondary, kinda. Linebacker for sure. Defensive line for sure. O-line, yes. And wide receiving, yes. Which can all be attainable through the draft and free agent signing, you know? But that's all I got for right now. I'm out. Peace!